got some. Okay, I'm hearing the song. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. We have a motherfucking crow call. We have a motherfucking crow call. Crow call. Crow call. The block is hot indeed. It really is hot. It really, really, really is hot. This is why I'm hot. I'm hot because I'm fly. You ain't because you not. This is why I'm hot. A lot of downloads, a lot of energetic downloads coming through, baby, come through. You these are rounds tonight. I'm hearing the word Orion. I keep seeing that word Orion. Also something about the name. Oh, something about the name. It is the sweetest name. Boom, boom. I know. Sorry, y'all. I can't help it. It's a lot of messages going through. I'm getting strong Sagittarius energy. The block is hot. The block is hot. Yesterday, I was at work and somebody came through with the come through. He was from Texas or something about Texas. And he was saying how he is a prophet. He was claiming to be a prophet. And he was saying how I was doing his transactions. And then out of nowhere, he was just like, I just got a message from God. And God is saying something about your faith. Your faith is being tested. And I looked at him and I was like, okay, I received that because that is indeed what's happening with me right now. And then he proceeded to kind of go on his Christianity banter. And for the first time in ever, I didn't get offended at all. Wow, see? For the first time ever, I didn't get offended at all. I listened to what it is that he had to say. We were in two different timelines. He's back into, he started his life out, I guess in the occult. And now he's given himself back over to God, Jesus. And I was telling him, I was adopted into Christianity and I'm getting actually back to my roots, which is of the occult. And he was just kind of going, trying to put me back in this box or whatever. And it's just so interesting that he got a message from God to tell me that my faith was being tested, right? And then he proceeded to try to test my faith. And I didn't get offended whatsoever. I said what I had to say. He said what he had to say. And he ended up, trying to cut the conversation short, I guess. I don't know if he felt like I was getting mad or I don't know. I talk passionately. So I'm not mad at all. I have a lot of power in my voice, like, period. So the moment he started to sense my power and that I was unwavering and I wasn't getting offended, like, he started to back off. Usually people, you get defensive, that makes them want to keep going. And it's not that I was getting defensive at all, but it was just like his arguments, it just wasn't sticking. It wasn't sticking at all. I've been there. I've done that. And you're not about to put me back in that box. I just told you I'm getting back to my roots, which is of the occult, which is witchcraft. These are my roots. Magic, divination, astrology. These are my roots that I'm getting back to because that was stolen from me. When I was adopted, that was stolen. It was taken from me. And everything was done in their power to try to erase and eradicate my history, even changing my name. And so it was just interesting, that he was, and, in that moment, I got a different perspective, possibly of how I may come off to other people, and I just want to put that out there for you guys. Like, I have very high standards. I have very strong beliefs. My Neptune is in Sagittarius. Like, I have very high very high standards. Saturn is in Aquarius in the 5th house. I have very high standards. But for any of y'all on my channel, like, my job is just to tell you what's right and what's wrong. What you do thereafter or with that information, that's on you. I'm not practicing dogma. I'm not here to force my beliefs on anyone. I'm just putting them out there, whether it resonates or it don't, whether you're triggered or you're not. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to tell anybody how to live their lives or what the fuck to do. I'm just giving information for those who are seeking it, those who are truly seeking a high standard. a high quality of life, those who are seeking ancient practice, ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge, right? Things that have not been tainted or are of the way of the world. Like, that's all I'm here to do. And so if anyone has a misconception of me, like, do as I say, da da da, that's not who I am at all. And I realized that in that moment yesterday, like, I was like, he was trying to make it a point, like, Christianity is it. And I was just like, well, that can't be possible if God created all. So you sitting here trying to demonize, astrology and tarot and divination. The Bible is a divination. I mean, we can talk about the book of Revelations. That whole book is about divination. It's about fortune telling. It's about a prediction. And he said it's a prophecy. Tarot, what is picked up in tarot cards is also it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And so it was like, how can you say what I'm doing is evil and not of God when God is the creator? There's a contradiction, what it is that you're saying off of rip. And anybody who's into philosophy, anyone who's in true debates, you can't debate if you don't even have a common ground. Like, we have to at least agree on a common ground and then debate different topics. Like, but we can't even agree that God is the creator, even the creator of what you may deem as evil. So we can't debate. We're not even on the same footing here. So that's when he started trying to back up and retract his statements and things, because he thought that, I don't know what he thought, and it doesn't matter. Like, it don't matter. It was just, I'm not backing down in who it is that I am, and neither should none of y'all. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm feeling with y'all. It's a lot of energy, a lot. And it makes sense because we do have the vertex. I already was picking up on that in the astrology forecast. The vertex is in Sagittarius, okay? And this is the ninth, this is expansion. This is a heavy hitter energy. It's heavy enough to have people's heads spinning, and people are trying to help your head spinning. They're trying to confuse you, but you're gonna have to hit them with the sword of truth. You're gonna have to send them with the sword of truth. All right, and don't need to be defensive, because when you're doing defensive, then it's almost like you have to prove a point, and you don't have to prove a point when you got the truth. Like, I don't have to prove that I'm black. I'm black and I'm proud. I don't have to do that. Y'all can see it. It is what it is. I don't have to defend it. It is, right? Like, it is. Whenever somebody feels like they got to argue or defend some shit, it's because it is not, and they're trying to make it is. You get what I mean? So let's go ahead and get into the crow call. I guess that's where the wounded ego's energy comes into play. Like, a hit dog hollers, truly. Period. Yep, we have the Two of Swords in a reverse here. So that's essentially like the Two of Swords. To me, we go backwards. Any reversal brings me back to the previous energy. So this is the Ace of Swords. If the Two of Swords is in a reverse, and that lets me know someone is in the Ace of Swords, the truth has set someone fucking free. That's what I'm getting from this already. All right, I'm seeing the Empress, and I'm also seeing the Temperance card. So yeah, that's pretty dangerous to not know. That reminds me of like the Garden of Eden, so to speak, with the Temperance and the Empress energy. Like, that to me. And then I was hearing Orion. So this is going up to starseed energy. These are just going up to the constellations. This is going deep. This is roots. Like, this is deep, like. And yeah, I'm hearing, and when you get in money, you don't have a care. Roger that. I'm just getting a vibe when you know who you are. Empress energy, Temperance energy, or Emperor. Like, when you have access to the truth, Akashic record energy, your past, your future, and your present. There's nothing that anyone can say to you. Even if you are absolutely adamantly sure, like, there's nothing that I can say that's going, and I'm not trying to deviate anyone. Like, like, if you already or have your stance, I'm not here to change any of that at all. Maybe I'm just adding some extra spice to what it is you already know. Or maybe I'm just completely presenting you a different perspective, but I'm not by no means forcing anybody. That is an element of control, and I'm not here to control nobody. I don't care that much. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just getting a vibe, Page of Cups energy. That's to me is like being tapped in. That's your intuition is working a bit. That's you maybe having some glimpses of your Akashic. You may be having some glimpses, you know, like that's essentially what I'm getting. Yeah, you have Saturn energy with the King of Swords, which is Aquarius here. All right, and then that's the crown chakra. You were seeing those purple feathers. Feathers talk about messages. Messages. I don't know why I pronounce it that way. Messages, messages. I don't know how to pronounce that shit. But also feathers. What else do I want to say about feathers? Oh, the color purple is about the crown chakra. That's about consciousness. Okay. So let's take a look here. Yeah, death, energy, transformation. And I feel like a lot of times people get resistance to change, which is essentially what the death card is because they feel like someone is trying to change them and they don't want to take heed to it. And it's just natural psychology, sociology. Like people naturally just kind of want to rebel on some shit. Usually that's beneficial to them. But this is essentially what sets you free. The truth will set you fucking free with this death card energy, okay? And then, yeah, this really wants to come out. King of Swords. All right. And this is mastering of the mind here. This is that. All right, we do have the Chariot here. And then we have the Five of Cups with the Ace of Wands. So this to me is just giving me a vibe that like, yeah, what is that about? Five of Pentacles with the Five of Cups and then the illusion or the confusion of the Ace of Swords. Yeah, that could cause the pain and the trauma and this and that when you don't know who the fuck you are here. Yeah, we have the Ace of Swords coming out reverse, which is crazy to me. Well, no, that just brings me back to my point. You know, a lot of people resist transformation and change. Ace of Wands, reverse, death. Chariot, King of Swords, they don't get this far. They don't master their mind, basically. They don't master it. They don't mature. They don't develop. They don't master it because they're too busy kind of like over here in Seven of Cups and La La Land. Too busy kind of in, you know, bottom of the barrel, like woe is me mentality, low, like not knowing who they are. That's what this is. Depression because of it. Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Like that's like one, that those energies are in alignment. So that's literally mind, body in alignment, like mentally, emotionally, and physically. Five of Pentacles, like resisting change, and you're only kind of, I don't know, like making it worse. It's like, to me, this is like a breaking down of like some type of breaking down. Yeah, and it makes sense because Pisces energy is about dissolving as well. Your undoings. This is about a completion and endings, but that doesn't always mean these are great completions and great endings. Like this is about undoing energy. And that undoing is due to not knowing. That's why they say knowledge is power. And a lot of people just completely forego and forfeit having power. They don't want to know. They don't want to do that. They don't want to know. Ignorance truly is bliss is kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. So it's like, as I was like, he was very, like the guy, just example, he was really talkative when he was going into Christianity and his mission and his prophet and his prophecies. But the moment I started standing in my truth, right, that's when he tried to stop talking, or now he had to go, or now, like, why is it that I had to sit and hear what you had to say, but now that I am speaking out against it, or just letting you know or educating you on it, now you gotta go. Now you gotta run. Now you gotta dip. Like, where's that same energy? Like, I don't understand. What happened? What happened? Yeah, this is what I'm getting. To me, this is just complete block. Ace of Wands reverse. This is a complete block. Even though people are on this path, like Ace of Wands is the Ace of Wands regardless. It's just a matter of being like blind leading the blind type of vibe here. No truth. Ace of Swords reverse. Ace of Wands reverse. But it's funny because it's like people think a lot of, it's crazy how people be like, they can't see something clear, but it's like they swear they can. I think that's the craziest phenomena. Like, people really don't be knowing, and like they still act like they do, or they still believe that they do. I was watching like I didn't watch it, but I seen like a YouTube clip or a video, and they were like, it was talking about how like dumb people really think that they're smart. Like, why is it that dumb people are so, like, they think they're so smart, and then those who are truly smart self-doubt, they don't think that they're smart. It's like, why is that? But that's really what I'm getting over here. I'm just getting a vibe where what's holding people back is this like, I don't know. To me, this is like slavery mentality. That's where Christianity, I can say, came derived from. This is low vibrational energy, which is essentially blocking them transfer from, you know, moving forward, chariot, evolving, ascending, basically, with the King of Swords transformation. Like, it's just, it just, to me, this is just what it is right now. I'm just seeing a lot of people who are blinded by their own Five of Pentacles, low value of themselves, their low worth, or how they feel about themselves. That's really what it is. But it's like they don't. Yeah, Five of Swords. It's like, you're not seeing. Yo, this shit is kind of scary. None of this makes sense. And that's how I know this is a strong Neptune energy going on here. Ten of Pentacles. I was just thinking about Venus. Ten of Pentacles with a Wheel of Fortune. Like, with this energy, that's not really good. Two of Cups, to me, is karmic energy. I'm just seeing people who are stuck on a path, in a frequency, in a cycle that is karmic. Two of Cups, Ten of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune. But all of that is clarifying. Ace of Wands reverse, Ace of Swords reverse, Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles. No thinking, Five of Swords. Like, there's no like, maybe this is wrong, or maybe something. None of that's happening. Like, no. Five of Swords can be retrograde energy, like reviewing and reflecting on some shit. Like, hold up, that doesn't make sense. Like, the Five of Swords doesn't always mean somebody's trying to get over on you. That could literally be you getting over on yourself, or not thinking about something that ultimately leads to you get like. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting like, you know, the vibe like Kanye West, hater niggas marry hater bitches and have hater kids. It's like people are oblivious. They deal with other oblivious, and then they create oblivious situations, like oblivious children, oblivious lives, oblivious situations. This is what it is, man. All to avoid a Tower of the Truth. The Tower is this death card. The Tower is the Chariot. The Tower is the King of Swords. They don't want to feel that shit. Three of Swords. They don't, because it's like they built their whole lives, Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups, on low vibrational energy. Like, that's really what it is. And it's like they don't want to do the hard work. Ten of Wands. They don't want to carry the crown. They don't want their neck to feel heavy because they got to carry a crown. Like, they don't want to do that. Seven of Pentacles. They don't want to go down that path. With the Fool card here, King of Pentacles. They don't want to master, I don't know, time. They don't want to master time. They want what they want, and they want it now. Like, so that's why people cheat. They link up with other people because they think that's going to get them to the Ten of Pentacles quicker. Like, that's why people do what they be doing. That's what it is. Nobody wants to master time, being alone, you know, developing themselves, figuring out who they are. They don't want to do that because it's too heavy. Ten of Wands. That requires facing yourself, your shadow. Three of Swords. That requires like being completely honest with themselves. Like, don't want to do it. They're in Five of Pentacles. They're in Five of Cups. And they don't want to do the Tower work, Death card work, Seven of Pentacles work. They don't want to put in the work, Ten of Wands, to develop a better sense of self. And so instead, they link up with other people who will not challenge them mentally. They link up with other people and create a dynamic where it's easy. Four of Swords. And then they are around, birds of a feather flock together. Then they're around people who take the easy way. I'm hearing that song, I took the harder way. It's like they don't want to take the harder way, Ten of Wands. And it's only harder in the beginning. It's only hard in the beginning. People just are opting for the easy, and then they don't want to, I mean, it is what it is, but that's why they have the world card coming out reversed. They're repeating cycles over and over and over and over and over. Five of Pentacles reversed. Like, it's like they do it all over again. Like, all these fucking fives, it's like, oh, it doesn't work out with them. Let me move on to the next. It's like, you're not even taking time to rebuild up your value. Like, it's like, I don't know how to compare that. It's just, that's just what it is. This, to me, this is getting it by any means. 10 of Pentacles, like, that's what it is. Queen of Cups. If I have to manipulate somebody's emotions or tear someone down each time, I'm gonna do that. So this is like somebody jumping from person to person, so like jumping to someone who's healthy or appears that way, and then over time the Queen of Cups ends up turning into Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Then they jump to the next person who has Queen of Cups energy, and then they do it all over. It's like jumping from person to person to person and taking what it is that you can take. Hopefully at the end your ends meet and you end up getting a 10 of Pentacles. And that's like, to me, yeah, King of Cups, yeah, Magician is reversed underneath of that, Page of Cups. Like, so that to me is like women having a man's child. Like, you're giving him a 10 of Pentacles, you're giving him a legacy. Like, this is like this is like LeBron James' wife. Like, this is like Savannah giving him two prodigy sons that are like him, or so they're gonna carry his name, they're gonna carry his legacy. Literally, LeBron James, like the James, she gave birth to two sons who's gonna carry his legacy. Imagine him not marrying her. Imagine her being a baby mom and she just gave him a legacy. And you have women who are doing this just not, they're just doing it. You're giving men like, you're giving these people in like energy to create a legacy. Like, what the fuck? That's like you giving birth to a king. Like, this is like you having a king's child, right? Like, and then because you're not married, that child you done gave to this king is now a bastard. You just reduced his title into a bastard because you had to have that child without you getting married. Like, you just gave him a legacy that is like kind of like null and void, like no good, no bueno. I hope I'm making sense. Like, LeBron's sons are making him that much more famous and that much more money because they're like, they are his like, she gave birth to legacies, like, for LeBron. Like, he's making money, like he's benefiting financially, everything, in the 10th house, career, image, everything, because of his sons as well. Like, not only did he put himself on, Savannah then added and multiplied that energy. So now he has two additional extensions of himself. So now that's two different, that's generation. It's like it's like, I don't know, man. Listen, shit. And that's why she's a wife. But you have people who are giving wife benefits and privileges and expansion. Then you get used up. And then the person just jumps to the next person to then add more extensions, more children, more whatever, to get what they want. And y'all are just being used as pawns. That's just in one aspect of life, but this is literally the energy. This is a concept that people are not able to grasp. Death, because that requires you to die to the ego. In fact, that requires you to discipline the ego. I don't think you'll ever die to the ego. If you die to the ego, you're not going to be living, literally, because the ego is about our vitality, our energy force. So we do need the ego. This is more about disciplining it. That these people are not willing to do. Exactly. Replay, flag on the play. Okay. Okay, we do have yoga, which is an ancient meditative practice here that also deals with the root chakra, or all the chakras really. So that lets me know there's an imbalance of chakras. Okay, we have Scorpio energy reverse. Yeah, yoni stem is coming out reverse. So yeah, this is giving STD vibes. Chosen one is reversed here, but also the STD and the yoni, all of that is our portals. These are portals to what? Destinies and legacies. Honestly, I'm just seeing matrix living. I'm just seeing Aries energy. I'm really just seeing the direction in which people are going in. I'm not birthing anybody's legacy. What the fuck? Nah. What? I'm not carrying on nobody's name so that they can benefit and their name gets... What the fuck? It's like y'all had these men's children and then give him the last name, and he didn't even give you his last name, but you're going to give him the child's last name. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Fool me once. It's coming out reverse. I don't even want to read the card. People are still getting fooled. Ain't no shame on me, shame on you. You're still getting fooled because Taurus energy. The second house, people, what they value, what they value is not fully developed. That's why the King of Pentacles is reversed, and that's why the Five of Pentacles is coming out. And so they do get fooled. They ain't no shame. Okay, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. They still getting shamed out here because of the second house. And it's crazy how the Aries energy is out here. Taurus, this is the first and the second house. Everything starts with the first house, your consciousness. Who am I? And then the second house, who you are gets developed. These people, their developments ain't there. They're just a body, Aries energy. Because if you think about it, Taurus is about the Hierophant. These people are not developed. They don't know who they are. And then you give birth to their seed. Their seed, you're only extending the fact that they don't know who they are, so their kids is gonna don't know who they are. And the fact that you attracted that, laid down with that, you don't know who you are either. This is the unconscious linking up with the unconscious and creating unconsciousness. Just breedings, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups. And that's all you're breeding. That's all you're creating. And then when that doesn't really get nowhere, Magician reverse. All right, let me go try my luck somewhere else. Let me go plant my Page of Cups somewhere else. Yeah, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands is coming out. Hermit. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. Yeah, mimicry. So just, y'all know what mimicry is. Y'all know what the fuck that is. Yeah, distractions reverse. It's just loss. Yeah, dominance. This is what the fuck people are getting involved in. Being dominated here. And then being mocked. Oh well, that's what I have.